Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So I'm going to be breaking up the videos before I finish up the wrap up on the Drip ecosystem because I thought this was pertinent as well, if not more so, because technically there is no Drip without Bitcoin, and this is shaping up, according to, again, people much smarter than me, to be the biggest adoption that we've seen yet, because this is going to be the cycle when investor capital is allowed to get into the markets, when the big boys can come into play. So of course there could be more money added later, but this will be a catalyst that we won't see ever again. So what I'm going to do in this video is give you a summary on a video from Crypto Informed that had Gareth Soloway on his market analysis, then another one with Gareth Soloway and Kathy Woods, and lastly one from Raoul Pal on Savvy Finance. So it's on three different channels, but no, two, Crypto Informed and Savvy Finance, but they all kind of weave together a similar narrative that I think is just important to keep an eye out on. So whether you're a seasoned trader or just a crypto curious, I think this video will have some valuable insights. So let's first start with chapter 1. So I'm going to play this video, but not going to play into the audio from this, but just give you some overview. So in this video, Soloway is explaining that the current sideways movement in Bitcoin price indicates an equal amount of buyers and sellers. The balance suggests a period of consolidation, which could lead to either a bullish or bearish move. Now, also there's the ETF approval anticipation that is a significant focus for a bullish narrative in Bitcoin. Historically, such approvals have led to short-term market tops. The market is currently in a state of wait and see, potentially leading to the final push on the ETF approval, I believe January 8th. And then lastly, you have the 2024 halving factor. The upcoming Bitcoin halving in 2024 is expected to impact the market following the typical 4-year cycle pattern. However, Soloway urges caution and vigilance, reminding investors that while historical patterns can guide, they don't guarantee future outcomes. Now, if you're familiar with Gareth Soloway, you know he's kind of like a perma bear. Sorry, it seems like he's the only one ever giving the bear narrative, but he's bullish long term on Bitcoin. Now, what I thought that needs to be articulated that he mentioned is that people think, well, I don't think people think, let's just say the uninformed assume that when the ETF is launched, that they will just come in and start buying Bitcoin at whatever price it's currently sitting at. So that would imply that they would come in purchasing Bitcoin in the $40,000 range. However, if you know anything about TradFi and investing and how millionaires and billionaires are made, they don't kind of like, how would you say, buy like retail or invest like retail. They are able to move the needle behind the scenes. Now, what that'll look like, I have no idea. But again, what Gareth is mentioning in this video is that he's like, don't be surprised if we get a top around 50 when the ETF is announced, and then a drop back down into 20s or 30s somewhere on the chart to fill a gap. I have no idea. But he said, don't be surprised if that happens. And it would make sense, because if you're someone like, I forgot all the other ones, we just know BlackRock, but there's, and Kathy Wood's ARK Invest, but there's like 6 other ETF applications. Those people don't want to buy Bitcoin at $40,000. They want to get it at the bottom basement prices that we've seen over the last year, but they weren't allowed to buy until the SEC gave the green light. So keep an eye out on the charts, all I can say regarding that, because that could be, once it's launched, it could be a typical sell the news event where that is a top for Bitcoin. And then that would also signal a top for alts, which he's also talking about how the alts are going to tumble quite a bit. So he said, don't be surprised to see a 50% retracement in alts. That means we could see BNB drop from 322 back to the low 200s again. I don't think it's going to break below 200. Not in this cycle ever again. Actually, I don't think it'll happen, but don't be surprised if something like that happens. So if that's the case, that's also a good buy signal for any of us that are still tapped in and been paying attention over the last 2 years now. Now let's move to Kathy Woods, and I think she's on here with Gareth again as well. So chapter 2, Kathy Woods and Soloway on altcoins and ETFs. That's perfect segue. So Kathy Wood highlights that the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF could significantly influence Bitcoin's price due to increased institutional investment. Woods predicts major growth in Bitcoin's value as institutions start allocating even a small percentage of their assets to Bitcoin. The altcoin warning comes from Soloway as he warns of a potential crash in altcoins, especially highlighting Solana's precarious position. I think he said Solana's up in the ones. I don't want to quote it. I'm not looking at it right now, but he said it's definitely oversold. And he notes the dangers of excessive leverage in altcoin markets and advises careful monitoring of investment moves. So we'll have to see how that shapes up. But that was a wrap up from Kathy and Gareth. And lastly, one of my favorites, good old Raoul Powell. He is talking about the macro side of things and logarithmic trends and things of that nature. So Raoul gives the big picture and anticipates a monumental rise in crypto asset prices, with Bitcoin potentially reaching over 200,000 per coin. He discusses the global economic reset since 2008 and the continuous liquidity provided by central banks as the key factors driving asset prices. He says there are secular trends in crypto and tech. He sees crypto and tech as massive secular trends outperforming traditional asset classes. He emphasizes the importance of understanding these trends and aligning investments accordingly. And then lastly, he touches on what he calls the exponential age, and the growth in technology and productivity will be the way out of the current GDP disaster, placing crypto technology at the forefront of this transformative age. So all that just means that if you are watching this video, you are still early. There is a lot of upside coming in the exponential age, or in the blending of tech and AI and crypto, all this stuff. So keep your eyes peeled, keep dollar cost averaging your blue chips. Don't give up hope just yet. Actually, never, until maybe CBDCs come into play and they make your Bitcoin illegal. Gold rush. All right. Anyway, hope that provides some value. If it did, smash that HPO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.